later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 11-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt, and they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Bunt. And they want this well outfield across the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Let me get to my defense. Shit, what am I doing, man?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
My bad.
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
My bad.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. His throw caught. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Come on.
Inside the 5-yard line.
Come on, man. That's baloney.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Come on, baby. I know exactly where you're going to kick it there.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Jake Butt, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there.
Yeah, that's my
and
damn.
this will stay a 6-point ball game.
He ain't able to have 7. Oh my, it's alright, baby. It's chill, it's okay. Leave our iPad alone, please.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
We're kicking it off too. We'll take
it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Yep, man, he had the ball the whole first.
So Prescott
We'll
and the
start this
Cowboys
off
now
like
with
this.
a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
See how fast he is out there.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that's a good shot there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught by Watkins. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
The kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Look at this guy. I want you right now. I'll take you right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
You gotta be kidding me.
Just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking,
don't you get back up.
It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and lift it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Oh, it is.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Cook.
Yeah, baby.
Just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Can I just see it right now?
The clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. His
37
next touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd.
I got to get in my defense, man.
A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
Trust them,
right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
You're so little. Get behind him. Get in front of him, baby.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First down throw for Prescott. That's caught by his running back where he mosted.
I need to block right there.
Going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Prescott now from the 50. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Again, it's Prescott going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu.
I waited too long, dude.
Prescott pass intercepted.
Way too long,
The Vikings.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll throw now on the final play.